To think smart and be agile in today's fast-changing world of food processing, Marel's plant-wide Innova food processing software has become indispensable. Data-driven processing is now the only way to go. Hazeldenes, an Australian poultry processor, makes use of Innova software on a large scale. 7 employees working in different areas of the Hazeldenes factory talk about their experience with the software.
Smart and modern poultry companies need to be agile. We are in the fast-moving consumer goods protein space. Poultry is the protein that we produce, and we need to use our data and our systems and our key people to understand that we're running in a very quick and live environment.
It really wasn't until 2015 when I came back from a trip in Europe where I really saw the power of, and what Marel had actually done with the roadmap of how they've actually invested within the process itself.
We have a big need to get our financial dashboard reporting to a world-class standard, and we've almost achieved that. From our live bird planning and our production planning side, our data that comes in from the farms in the field and gets put into our live production teams is critically important as well, and Hazeldenes and Marel are leading in that space.
There's more focus from the retailers on having robust systems in place where we're able to identify all of our product through the supply chain, and that just minimises time in trying to solve issues if they ever arise.
In this one event, contact the retailer and actually stop the product whilst it was still on the truck prior to it actually getting to the retailer itself. Without having that functionality within the software and without having that full traceability through the system, it would have got to the customer and we would have been in a much different territory. We would have been in recall territory rather than the withdrawal territory.
Not just because the retailers are demanding it, that's certainly a big part of that, but because we understand that we are a food producer and it's our obligation to make sure that we are raising the bar all the time.
Food processing is a highly dynamic industry, and it would be very difficult for today's poultry processing companies to operate without the support of an intelligent software platform. In such a complex environment, Marel's plant-wide Innova solutions make it possible to think smart and act quickly. Data-driven processing is critical to making informed decisions that can be implemented with very little notice.
Once we put Innova into drive in the business, as we did it in a scalable manner, the way the data was presented and allowed the business to make quicker, sharper decisions in the moment and also upon reflection, whether it's the next day, was quite valuable rather than working with hearsay or that delay in time of getting the correct information. Moving forward, the planning and the looking forward, people started to see what was possible with the product of Innova.
So our dashboards, we've only started the journey recently with our dashboards, and there's 2 that are currently being used very well within the business. One of them is used within the warehousing department after they've started scanning a lot of stock to their inventories. It is giving them an idea on what is scanned and what is not scanned. It also gives them a percentage and a target to hit.
It enables our warehouse and dispatch team to load trucks correctly without making mistakes. This includes loading the correct dates, putting the correct customer information onto pallets. With our future plans, we will be going with the QC module and the recipe module once we go live with our new secondary processing plant. The QC module will enable us to take paper off the floor and give our QA team the ability to dashboard and report live to problems that are happening on the floor.
The other dashboard that we're using is within the planning department. That gives them feedback on what the forklift operators and the production gophers are seeing on their screens at the time to ensure that the product that they're trying to collect to produce a finished good item is actually in stock and available.
Innova has solved a lot of data control issues and a lot of issues that we would have had with maybe visibility, moving us more from a reactive business in the past to a proactive business so that we can get ourselves out of a crisis there and then as opposed to deal with the consequences the next day. We're a fast-moving consumer goods company, so therefore we don't have a lot of time to plan and think about things. We have to be very reactive, and the nature of birds are they're livestock. They're not a guaranteed size or shape. So really you can plan all you want, but when the birds come into the factory, they're all different shapes and sizes, so we have to very quickly react, and Innova helps to provide this information so that we can make really smart strategic business decisions.
Across all departments in the poultry processing plant, modular Innova software solutions connect and serve the needs of the staff on the factory floor or in the control room. There are user-friendly modules for every role in the factory, from quality control manager to production planner and technical manager, offering real-time dashboards for paperless control of every production process. In daily operations, Innova is the stable digital component in the plant on which everybody can rely. If an incoming flock varies in weight, if a machine shows a drop in performance, if a customer suddenly changes their order, or if a recipe needs to be changed, Innova gives real-time insight into how processes can be adjusted to solve the issue. Marel offers all the digital tools required to give you the resilience and speed to market you need to be competitive in the industry.